Hi. It almost feels awkward to make a video with this title because I'm absolutely not one of those megapixel bros, and my heart secretly beats a little bit more for film, but in the last few years film prices have gone up so much that I'm enjoying going out with the digital camera more and more again. So in this video I'm going to talk about the areas where digital photography has the edge. But before the haters start screaming, a few weeks ago I made a video with the same title for film photography, and I really enjoy using both interchangeably, and I have absolutely no desire to commit to one. And to make one thing clear up front, I don't think that the quality of a photograph depends on the technique used. Story and idea are so much more important. Whether I shoot with film or sensors is only interesting for me as a user. Therefore, in my opinion, there's no better way, but only the way that suits you best. But before I start with the video, thank you very much for all your subscriptions and the really constructive discussions that arise here. If you liked my video and would like to learn more about my work as a photographer and video producer, I would be very happy if you subscribed. Okay, before I go on any longer, here are my points where digital photography is better than film photography, at least for me. Number 1. Faster results. A blessing and a curse, but when you're just starting out with photography, it's a huge advantage to be able to see immediately how the changes affect the image. I still have an old photography book in which is described that you should create tables and write down with which settings which image was exposed, so that later, when the film is back from developing, you know what you have done and what effect which setting has. I'm very sure that the learning curve for beginners these days with YouTube and digital cameras is much faster than it used to be. And I think that's pretty good because it makes the whole thing more accessible for a lot more people. Number 2. Manageable running costs. We don't need to talk about prices for film. For a few bucks more, you can get a memory card with space for hundreds to thousands of pictures that you can rewrite over and over again until it quits working at some point. Spoiler alert, at one point it will quit working. Plus, you don't have to plan shoots in advance if you're somewhere where film isn't sold. As long as you remember the memory card and 1 or 2 hard drives for unloading, everything is fine. But again, you can do a lot wrong here, and I've met more than one person in my life who never took their memory card out of their camera and never made a backup of it, because the card wasn't full. Guess what happened next? Number 3. Almost infinite possibilities as far as the look is concerned. The used film is responsible for a lot of the look of the finished images. As the simplest example, I can choose a color or black and white film. And of course you can push developed images in one direction or the other, but a RAW file that stores the raw data from the sensor is much more flexible. This means you can fine-tune things like film speed and white balance after the shoot. There are presets around every corner that you can use to get inspiration for the look of the finished images. So you can use your digital camera to edit everything between clinically perfect and completely destroyed, just as it suits you best. So if you like experimenting with finished images on the computer, you will really enjoy it here. Number 4. Variable sensitivity and other setting options. You can simply expose one image at ISO 100 and the next one at ISO 3200. This is super practical when switching between indoors and outdoors. In the past, Samuel camera bodies or medium format magazines were necessary for such activities. Apart from the sensitivity, digital camera bodies have so many other setting options, but this is one of the most practical functions compared to a roll of film. Number 5. Video. doesn't really belong here, but many cameras have the option of recording video. And now even in a quality where you would have paid the price of a mid-range car for a comparable video camera in the past. This development is crazy. Apart from the fact that it's fun and moving images behave very differently to photographs, I don't just mean the movement, but also the possibility of editing and so on. So maybe in the future you will try the video features of your camera, and maybe I will see soon 1 or 2 new YouTube channels from you. I would be very happy to see new faces on my YouTube start page. Okay, those are the points why digital photography is better than film in my opinion. But anyone who knows my channel knows that I still often use film for many reasons. You can check out my video on why film photography is better than digital here. If you like the video, leave a like or subscribe, and if you want to read news about my photo projects firsthand, please subscribe to my newsletter. See you soon.